May 31st. Just ended my last work call, hopefully for the day. We'll find out. We're going to start our voyage back up north to get back home. Backstay, hydraulic backstay was actually replaced. We just put a turnbuckle on a toggle, got the furling line fixed, and the VHF antenna reconnected. So hopefully that's resolved. So let's go ahead and fire her up and get out of here, huh? Check, make sure we got water flowing. Looks good. I guess we'll go ahead and untie and head over to the fuel dock, see how much fuel we can pick up. Wow, it is a gorgeous day out. So we're off the guest slip there. There's the guest slips, and then you can see this police dock. So the San Diego Harbor Police and CBP share that, and that's the dock where you check in, come in from Mexico. 45.8 gallons of diesel, $300 and something worth of fuel. The sounds like a lot, doesn't it? The fuel attendant there who helped me out more or less asked me how many years this much diesel was going to last me, and I kind of laughed. He just asked how long it was going to last. He said some people will say that'll last them like a couple of years. No, not us. We motor way too much, and we also use the boat, which is kind of a unique thing here in Southern California. Most boats, if you look around, are just sitting there. Before we put the main up here, we were just starting to pass Shelter Island again, and in the channel is a tugboat. If you look behind that tug, you can see the barge that he's towing with the line underneath him. We're doing 7 knots under power alone heading to the fuel dock. 5.7 knots with a little bit of a wind assist moving forward. Tide's coming in right now. It was low tide earlier, and it's coming in, and makes a difference. So we're up to about 6.1. Tip point Loma. This is where we're at, right outside the attack sub base. I'm down in idle. I'm actually going to stall the engine, kill the engine, and we'll sail a little bit. May slow us down a little bit. Let's enjoy these last few moments of San Diego before we start motoring for the next 20 hours or whatever. All right, I think we'll need to trim our sails a little here. No big deal. Autopilot's on. Pretty strapped in on the head sail. I can let the staysail out. This would be better Genoa weather for sure. A little ease in our main. We can probably ease on the staysail as well here. Yeah, it looks all right. We're still going slow. Speed over ground, what, 3 knots? There's like a knot of current right now, I think, something like that. So we're doing 3.1 knots. Speed over ground. That's okay though. Wind died down a little bit. We'll get a hair more breeze. I think we'll get some puffs. We're kind of getting into the afternoon winds. Helicopter overhead. More fans of Keel Dragger. These guys are subscribers for sure. This is at least helicopter number 4 overhead. Still sailing along at about 4.3 speed over ground. Zuniga Shoals here. Don't want to wind up on the rocks. A fishing boat's been out there, I think, every time I've come out here in the last couple of years, it seems. It looks like a big cargo ship. I don't know if that's a car carrier out there anchored. few sailboats in front of us, a little bit of traffic, a couple behind us, and several sailboats out there. That's kind of all there is to do. Is you can go around San Diego Bay and tack back and forth. You can come out here and do a big tack or two, go down to the Coronados, and head back home. So down there is Tijuana, Mexico. Boats here. Some of these boats they're just slow compared to keel dragger. It's almost embarrassing. Like look at this pathetic boat, hardly even moving. I don't think, oh, these guys may be motoring back with their main up, or maybe they're sailing, but Rio. Or if Rio's an 80 or 100 foot boat. There's the chase boat behind them. It's been critiquing their every move. This boat is good energy. KIS said this was an 82 foot. Pretty good sized boat. Main up only, so I don't know if these guys are sailing or what.
Yeah, we're taking this to that pier. We took that deck barge in there, that pier that they're trading it to. We're going to land this there. They're going to have line handling.
San Diego light over to port. So we kind of cut. I'll zoom out and let you see what we're doing here. So we went south of Point Loma, and now we're starting to turn back around north. If I zoom way out, you'll see this little line right here. It's going to take us to, actually that one goes to White Cove. I'm not sure if we're going to White Cove or not, but we're headed that direction. Bash begins. We're starting to head more north at this point. We're at we're running at about 300 right now. We'll go a little bit more to starboard. I think at some point we're going to get a little further away from land, but you see the wind's creeping a little. It's about 12 true, 16, well, about 16 and a half apparent right now. Diesel back out. We're doing about 25 degrees apparent off the wind. I love to kill the engine and just sail, because I'm seeing, I mean, roughly 12, 11 right now, maybe true wind, and 16 apparent. I could bear off, try another like 10 degrees, but we just can't point super high with just the staysail up. So I'm gonna monitor them and think about it, but we did speed up quite a bit by putting the staysail up. So we're bouncing more in the 6s to mid 6s. Say mid 6s on average, which is pretty good pace. So we'll go ahead and we'll stay on this a little bit. We'll get a little bit further from land, and then maybe for an hour or something like that, and then if this wind holds steady, I'll take her about 10 degrees to starboard and see if we can cut the engine if the winds hold like this. Here's Point Loma behind us. There's like a sewage outfall buoy out here that I wanted to go around. And if I look here, I can see something right there, which is this yellow thing right here. So we're excited to go on the outside of that. I don't think there's anything to worry about. There is a submerged pipe, but I think it's down like 250 to 300 feet. But it feels a little cool. It's 4:30 p.m. We have 61.1 nautical miles to Avalon. Not sure if that's where we're headed, but at our current 5.8 with 5.7 knots, speed over ground is going to get us in around maybe a little bit before 3 a.m. or around 3 a.m. So we'll see if we wind up going a little faster or a little slower. I wouldn't mind getting to the island early, like at first light, and dropping the hook or picking up a mooring and taking a few hour nap and hanging out at the island tomorrow. My VHF And she's been addressed. The radio's been going non-stop. Of course, I'm scanning all channels, but I'm getting some AIS targets like Navigator of the Seas out to almost 70 miles, which is pretty crazy considering I was lucky to get 10 miles before the rigger went and reconnected the VHF, so it must have been an issue with the connector. 8 o'clock, no dramatic sunrise or sunset for us because it's been overcast. I've been just kind of watching. There's a Navy ship about eight miles off our port quarter, and then these ships up front. So starting to get dark, nav lights are on, we're just doing our thing. Traffic out here in the middle of nowhere. Here's our radar picture. You can see a couple ships up here. There's another one kind of coming down, the other two are just kind of sitting there. One of these is a tanker with the support vehicle. And then this is Navigator of the Seas, cruise ship. Right now about 3 miles off. You see those lights over there, Navigator of the Seas, and then these lights in front of us, that's the tanker and the support ship. And then if I look a little bit further back, I can see the Carnival Radiance is also headed this way, also towards Ensenada. CPA of about 3.5 miles to 4, not too bad. And if I zoom out a little bit in radar, maybe you can see there's a couple of other ships out there.
I've completed my ship-to-ship operation with the DHT Opal, and we are moving clear.
Apollo Voyager, Coast Guard, you copy and all. Thank you so much for the notification. If nothing further, sector standing by on channel 16 and 22. Have a great night.
So it's 11:15 and I've got about 23 miles to go. I'm actually not pointed exactly where I want to be. I'm about 30 degrees off, and it's because on my port side I had to go around a couple of tankers that were joined up. They were doing ship-to-ship operations. So there were 2 tankers kind of parked that detached and started moving, 2 cruise ships that came through, and 3 more tankers and a cargo ship. So I still have 2 more tankers coming out of like LA Long Beach, and I'm waiting to get past them. So I'm gonna try and keep at least 2 miles plus to go port to port of these guys. Then I've got 2 that I need to pass. When the second one starts to get past me, then I'm gonna go about 40 or so degrees to port to clear these 2 tankers that are kind of drifting behind me. And then after that, I should be clear of the shipping lanes and everything else. But right now I don't really have anywhere to go without getting too close to these ships that I'm just not super comfortable with. So it's no big deal. We're, you know, we've been making pretty good time and everything like that. ETA at this point is saying about 3:15 to Avalon. Again, I don't know that I'm going to go to Avalon, especially at 3:15, 3:30 in the morning. But we're closing in on Catalina, 22.9 miles now. We made it to the parade of boats. So we got a little reprieve. I'm a little tired. I'm gonna see if I can't make a little bit of tea. All right, not gonna lie, I'm a little bit tired. We're in like I don't know, 96 feet of water. It's 4 a.m. We did 83 miles, so that was good enough for one day. We're at Hen Rock, anchor down, and I am going to shut off some of the electronics and get some sleep.